All right. It is 7:30-ish on a Sunday night. I mean, once again, it's time for another edition live in the Man Cave. This is Polk Hoops, your number one source for high school basketball in the state of Florida. Appreciate y'all tuning in and rocking with us tonight. Got a good show for you. Got a lot to talk about, so we want to go ahead and get started. But first, we want to tap in with the All-State coach and All-State PG. What's going on with y'all, fellas?
Yes, sir.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, man. Happy Sunday, man. We was talking right before we jumped on the show, man. It was hard to jump on here with all this good football going on, NFL football, man. It's best season of the year and best season, and you got some of the best, a lot of big-time guys getting injured, which is kind of crazy and unfortunate, But
Coach, before we go forward, man, I want to give a shout out to Coach Frazier, Lakeland Dreadnoughts, Coach Hen, congratulate them on their season. They deserve all the flowers in the world, Coach, with what they have accomplished this year. And I want y'all to know that it doesn't go unnoticed. I think some people got on this Blue app and these other social media outlets, and they bashed them pretty good, and they don't know, what all it takes to get there. You know what I'm saying? Let alone win it. But I want to make sure that we use this platform to uplift them and their team and their accomplishments this year.
Something happened?
No, I think Barnes stepped away for a second.
Oh, okay.
My bad. So, Copa, why we bashing the man? The man has only been coached for 3 years, been to the championship all 3 years, won one, lost two. And sometimes, like me and PG talked about it, sometimes you just run up on a better team, Coach. You just run up on a better team, and it's just amazing to me the folks that's criticizing. What's your resume? What have you done to be in a situation where you criticizing to the level that you are? I honestly think if Lakeland played them people 10 times, they'd have lost all 10 times. And that's no knock against Lakeland. It's just, they were just a better team. And, Coach, you done coach football. You done played it. Mm-hmm. You have all the skill you want. And the game is won in the trenches. And them people was better in the trenches, especially on offense, than Lakeland was. And at the end of the day, I don't think there's no slight to Lakeland. So I echo that. Definitely congratulations to the Dreadnoughts, man. Did an outstanding job of getting there, Coach. And I think people take it for granted how hard it is to get there and then to get there multiple times. Oh my gosh, no way. I don't know, but it's just like you just wake up and make it to the championship, like year in and year out. And that stuff's not easy, man, on football and, basketball, which we kind of primarily focus on. But I echo it to you, man. Congrats to Coach Fry. I know they don't want to hear it. You want to finish the deal, but definitely want to, echo that from where we stand. We get it, and we very proud of what you did. So anyway, Coach.
That's the same. Like you look back, 07, 08, Kathleen with the Miami Pace situation, bro. They probably would have went up against other teams. They probably would have had a stronger chance. But just, pound for pound, they just came across better basketball teams. It wasn't no failure to put your head down on. I mean, St. Thomas just better, bro. It was just better the last 2 years. But for what Coach Frazier been doing, and as one of us, For real, this every year he don't made it to the final game as a
Mm-hmm.
coach. But you never gonna please unrealistic people. That's probably the biggest thing.
My
Um,
thing is, Council not coming back. You know what I'm saying? I think they made
that's the one making it every year.
he won making it every year. They made the
Yeah,
best selection. Let's do what we can in order to
I was
support them and help them.
I was talking to Mark Black about that situation because me and Barnes talked about it. I saw Mark yesterday, and me and Barnes talked about like the years they did beat St. Thomas. They had 11 Division I players on that team.
That was
We
a
might
special
not see
group.
that again.
They had that group together for a while, and that was a
3
special group.
years. We might not see that again.
Mm-hmm.
And what we saying, they didn't just have, they had like, I'm talking about like SEC coach, NFL type
Mm-hmm.
guys. So they was looking like St. Thomas looked.
Yeah,
And like you say, we can put all the talent in Polk County on one team. And will it look like that? Do we have NFL level talent? I mean, we got good talent, but these people got like next level talent,
and
but
depth too. You know what I'm saying?
and
What happened
and
to the game changer? Like, have we had a game changer offensive player in Lakeland since Bowman?
I
I
think they
mean,
did the year they won it with
That was
Frazier.
Bowman.
maybe you could
No,
say it.
the year they won it 2 or 3 years ago. Who was the game
Yeah,
changer on offense?
I'm saying they had a couple of them that was could make plays. I know even
That
the
would have
kid from Lake Wells had a touchdown in the championship. The Mitchell
touchdown,
kid
but we talking about like season Chris
understood. He
Rain
played
and
defense.
Bowman, like to
He played
beat St.
defense
Thomas,
every
bro. The
year.
year they beating St. Thomas, they've had an offensive game changer, bro.
I'm with
Yeah.
you.
Now you can say the kid they got now, the quarterback is, but then he at
At quarterback.
quarterback.
Yeah,
Yeah,
quarterback.
he at quarterback, and
But
it's
I think you need to go back to what you said earlier. I think really where it happens at is in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? The offensive line that Chris Rain and them had, you know what I'm saying? They was like you said, that was next level. You talking about SEC, pro offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? Do they still have that now where they're controlling the trenches like that? You know what I'm saying? Then they had some shifting up there too. And they had some shifting at quarterback. Like I said, I think they maximize the talent that they had and the team that they had. You know what I'm saying? Like Tuma said, they just came up against a better team. It's no different than us in 2011 meeting Dwyer in the championship game, number 9 team in the country. It was just a better team. You know what I'm saying? It would have took a perfect game. You know what I'm saying? I think the defense showed up well, holding them to 5 field goals for the longest time. You know what I'm saying? Offense, you got to help out at some point, trying to get some points on the board. Time to change the momentum.
And he's
yeah,
doing everything as a coach that the expectations of Lakeland's tradition hasn't been doing. He's scheduling, he's playing the best teams, he's playing a
Mhm.
hard schedule. But I mean, at the end of the day, bro, it's St. Thomas, dog. They've won 7, 8 years in a row.
Got 17 total.
Yeah, just be realistic. Like
be realistic. Let's be realistic about what the guy has done, and we so quick to criticize, man. It's crazy. It's so crazy, but
I was
we
speaking to someone about the rains in Miami game. A friend of mine from Fort Lauderdale, and you know how Miami thought they was gonna blow him out again. He made a key point of that. It was a Billy D situation. They returned almost their whole team back this second year. Like so they got blowed out last year, but for them to fight, they had all their guys back. That's big. Going
Hmm.
into that type of game, like you hit your whole team back, you pretty much got all your starters back.
And
so
like Northwestern, losing Bridgewater as a coach.
As a coach.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a
And we
lot of
talking about one play from hands down the second best player on the team who went for the ball instead of going for a tackle.
hmm
Like I mean, I showed Barnes and Day. I didn't realize it was number 2 that actually went for the ball
as
instead
opposed
of
to just
going
making the
for the
play,
tackle.
just make the
Yeah,
play.
And
Let's
then
make
at
the
the end, the coach going for 2. You know what I'm saying? Should have just kicked it and went in overtime. Did
yeah.
y'all see the end of the Lake Mary game in Vero Beach?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
man.
Miami Ed Reed all over. That's the game we. That's the
Oh
game.
my god.
Was that the
That's
game with
it.
the steal the ball?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, he handed the ball to him on the Hail Mary.
Yeah, the Ed Reed Miami thing again.
Yeah, that was. Imagine to lose.
And
Imagine to
this was
lose a
illegal.
championship like that. Imagine to lose like that on that play. That's crazy. Like how you can't even that ain't even what you even say to your kid at the end of the game losing like that, man.
You can't.
What you say? I don't know. Anyway, but coach, you got anything in your corner, sir?
Coach, end of the semester is here. It'll be done this week. Um, so far, what's what's the over and under that there will be 5 coaching changes next year? Will you say over or would you say under and 5 coaching changes?
In high school in Polk County?
Yes,
Under.
under.
I say under too because coach, they don't really necessarily get rid of coaches.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do they deserve to be gotten rid of? You don't. I don't. When is the last time? I mean, we they don't necessarily get rid of coaches like that. So if a coach like was to leave on his own terms, or they don't necessarily get on. They don't really get rid of them.
Okay, so that's the segue to my next question. Is a reset needed in in some places? Because my thing is, like, there are some good coaches here. I think where they're at, it just doesn't mesh well. You know what I'm saying? So I think in another situation they will actually be more successful. I think there's resets needed here in Polk County. You know what I'm saying? I think it needs to be some changes.
So you saying even though they're not going to get rid of them, you saying they need to get rid of them.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you saying so. And from
I
that
don't think
standpoint,
talent level is strong enough to be getting rid of anything.
Say again.
I don't think the talent would change because you're getting rid of the coaching.
Agreed, but like I said, I don't think like good fits. I don't think it's some good fits. I think it needs to be some changes just because of fit.
But when you become principal, boy, you're gonna fire people, boy. You're gonna be the first. Can't wait till you become a principal, boy. You
Hey
was
man, it's
a
certain
sports, you was gonna
expectations,
be a
man.
sports principal.
I just would love to see
Man, on to the
kids
next one.
passionate about ball. You know what I'm saying? And just I don't see that. You know,
Yeah.
I just don't.
so you think that there needs to be sweeping changes because so you know like every year I don't know if they still do it, but back in the day they used to do a thing where you knew about June they was gonna do the whole switcheroo with the principals. So they
Yeah.
you get the email, all the principals start switching schools around. They don't
Yep.
get rid of you, they just move you from here to here to here.
Yep.
So you're saying that needs to happen with basketball. It needs to be some rearranging of people or just getting rid of them altogether.
So what
Both.
you basically what you saying is, and this is coming in your voice, is to take that trash and take it and put it in another school and make it trash.
I in some cases,
Oh, so
I
you calling
think
these coaches trash?
in some cases, you know, I think some programs is due for a reset. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like some people have been there, it ain't working. It
The
just not
petty in me
working.
want to be petty, but I'm not gonna be petty.
Bro, I know you do. That's what we got you on here for.
It's my first
It
day
just
back at
needs to
work.
be a reset.
It's my first day back at
He's
work, so
talking about my first day
I'm
back
not
at
gonna
work.
be petty.
You know what I'm
The
saying? It
first
just
day
needs to
back
be a
at work,
reset.
I ain't gonna be petty. Hey man, you gotta be who you is, man. You gotta be
Nah,
your
I ain't gonna
confidence.
do it.
So five coach. So you think by You're saying moving them around, not getting rid of them. You saying
Some
by
of
moving
them
them
need to
around.
leave. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of them need to leave, but it needs to be some type of rearrangement in some cases. Like I know some good coaches. They just in bad situations. That they're never gonna be successful there.
So they good
Maybe
coaches. They just at a school that ain't the kid ain't dedicated to the programs of the sports.
yes.
Okay, I can respect that. Then
That's
if
in
you
some
saying it like
cases
that,
that is true.
but that's if you saying like that, I can respect it. Then yeah, I think you're saying the coaches need to leave. That's why I said like it's some schools that just kids don't have the interest in the sports
Hmm.
the way you would see it. Like they just don't have good players. You know what I'm
That is
saying?
that is true too.
So you,
This generation is different.
I was about to say that. How much is that? Like, how much is that on the coach? If the and I don't know. I don't know if we just. I mean, I think it's easy to say the coaches suck.
No,
And
he ain't saying the coaches suck though. He's
well,
saying just the program, the school, the programs in the school that they're affiliated with is not a great fit.
It's not a great fit because
So he's not saying
if
the
you get
coaches
in
suck.
the right fit, if you get in the right fit, maybe that's what the kids need in order to be motivated.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
See, at first I took it like you was taking the bond that my boy was saying some sorry. Well, he do say some sorry coaches,
he did say that though, right? He kind of
but
said
I
that
thought
and
he was
just
going to
pulled
say that
back.
all the coaches suck. So I was going to say, well, what coaches suck then? Like name the
I
school,
know you
but
was. I know you wanted to.
no, but I like the way you remixed that and added a little twist to it. You added you added the feature on it.
Yeah, I mean,
You went from trash to the schools.
Yeah, you
like I
switched
said,
it up
some
on. You
people.
switched it up.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. No matter how it came out, that's what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, these kids are not motivated and not passionate enough to play for the people that are there. And then now we're getting the same thing year in and year out. There's no improvement. You know what I'm saying? So
I
now
want to
it's
give a shout out to Kenny
kind of
Davis because Kenny definitely making some noise over there at Kathleen.
he is. You
Great
know what I'm saying?
start.
I talked to Barnes about George Jenkins. I think they made a
Coach
great.
Dennis. Coach
Yeah.
Dennis got some W's up under his belt early on. Much salute to them two guys, man.
Mhm.
You know,
Appreciate you, boss man, for supporting us with the magazine, man. Coach Williams, appreciate that, sir.
so
Glad you got it. Glad that
who getting the sausage put in them? Like update me on what's going on, man. Y'all know I've been
you,
kind of out the loop.
uh,
Now, I ain't got to scratch your head about that. You can say it out
No,
loud.
it's been. Well, I know. First of all, Lake Region took a 50 piece of frost proof. You know what I'm
That ain't
saying?
even a sausage. That's a
Bruh,
well, that's a child molester.
man, like I wasn't expecting no 50 piece or nothing
50?
like that. Yeah,
50 piece.
but
Yeah.
it's been several teams that came out the gate slow, bro. The records don't look well. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
sausages. That ain't a sausage. That's sausages.
What is so if you taking it like that, coach, what is it? What do you do in that situation?
Pray.
yeah, bro. At this point, you
Pray to
gotta
the game
start
gods.
focusing on your future. If you got like scenes or stuff, like bro,
Hold
I
on,
want
hold on. Did you say you got beat by 50 to who?
frostproof.
Frostproof?
Cause what
Coach,
was the score?
and then he
Barnes,
also
what was
took
the score?
the score was 88-36. But then I think they lost by 20 to the All Saints this week too.
Yeah, like I said, that's not the only. You
All
know,
Saints?
It's
that's
tough
not
over
the
there.
only.
I
It's been
mean,
several
All Saints done
teams.
got out to a good start, but yeah, they did lose by 20 to All Saints. Yes, sir.
It's been
Well,
several of
he
them.
got a team quit and he just playing with the JV guys or something?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there, but
I
that's not
mean,
the only program though. You know what I'm saying?
Who
It's
else?
like
That's what I'm saying. Who else? I've been out the loop, bro.
Yeah, catch PGF. He been working.
I pull up the rankings on the email.
I mean, yeah, you can look and see who. You can look
Like
at.
I said,
You can look. I
just
emailed y'all the rankings for this week.
facts. And you know what I'm saying? Of course I knew Marbury was gonna struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
that ain't
didn't hire a
surprise.
coach until whenever, you know what I'm saying? Lake Gibson is slow out the gate, and they didn't help themselves by getting into that huge fight in the beginning. You know
Haines
what I'm
City
saying?
1-7.
Haynes City 1-7. You can't tell me that they don't have athletes or what's going on over there. I think this is coach what, second year coach?
Second year.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not
But
sure. I'm not sure why he. I don't know if I would have took the Zephyr Hills game, Christian game. I think that was a. I don't,
mhm.
that was a tough one.
Davenport 5-5 after losing 3 players, but that's good coaching.
I don't
He,
disagree with that, especially with what he had left.
yeah, shout
You
out
know
to
what I'm saying?
Coach
Because
Amp, bro.
he
That's
started out like 0-5.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
he don't want. Yeah, he on a 5 game winning streak. So yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
he
good.
started out like 0-5. So to recover like that is definitely a reflection of Coach Ampo. Lake Wells is struggling. You know what I'm saying? I was able to see Tenor Rock the other day. I think that need a reset for sure. You know what I'm saying? I think Coach Pierce are having some health issues. You know
oh
what I'm
man.
saying? So he hadn't been there.
All Saints 5-1, Frost Proof 7-1.
Yeah, coach. They
Them
ain't.
good
I'm saying.
teams, coach. Them ain't no I'm thinking they down there to the bottom toe.
No, they came out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Winning games. You know what I'm saying? But
Coach
when
Wheeler 8-1. Look at that. Coach Wheeler 8-1. And he lost his best player, right?
Lost his best player,
they just
but he
beat them,
picked up. But he picked up a pretty good player too. So he
From
picked up
where?
a. He was at Vanguard.
the Berry kid.
The Bear kid. He picked up a really good kid though. So he it was a it
Ridge. How
wasn't.
about Skip 9-0?
Now I say Skip the surprise probably
Mhm.
of the season so far. Yeah, Skip lost a lot. Skip lost a lot. So he I mean off the top, and I'm writing down this stuff yeah, just so you know this honor roll stuff. That's why I'm kind of. But coach, I mean, to answer your original question, I just we don't necessarily fire coaches in
No.
Polk County.
And it's not gonna happen.
And so I'm saying that since we don't fire coaches, I don't really think that, what I'm saying, that's going to.
It's not gonna happen, Barnes. But my thing is, as a basketball community, parents and whatever, then stop complaining about it and find a way to help them people. You know what I'm saying? Go on volunteer. Go and get your volunteer what's the name, fingerprints and all that stuff and go out there and find a way to help them people.
Okay, let me ask you a question about the teams that are struggling. What were they summer like? Did we hear anything about them during the summer? Were they active?
Most of
Uh,
them were active. Most of them was active. You know, at least in like some form of summer league. You know what I'm saying? Some more than others. But, right now I think some of them are doing a bare minimum. Um,
so
some of them,
you think they're not doing enough in season? That's what you're saying?
coaches, it's a lot of variables. Like I said, some of them is just not the right fit, coaching wise. They're not maximizing, their players' talent. They can't find a way to get their players to maximize their talent. Some of them, the players won't come play for them in some cases. You know what I'm saying? So not only
Yeah,
will you get
man.
the players out, then what I'm saying, you're gonna be hurting from that too.
These kids quit. They don't care about quitting. Um, this generation is different, bro.
That's what I'm like. So how much of that, the coach always gets it, but how much of it is just what they're working with, like.
Understood. That's why I said who you have there has to be able to attract those kids. If they're not attracting those kids, then they're gonna continue to struggle in that position. You need someone that's gonna bring at least bring the kids out and set a fire up on them where they want to play for you. That's all. That's what I'm really saying. Some of them are not. It's just not great fits.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. And yeah, Coach. Uh, Coach Burrell. Yeah, Frank do need his own show. He very opinionated. And PC Gridiron, shout out to you, sir. I saw your viewpoint on the situation with Lakeland. I mean, I don't know. I guess you probably the only one that thinks that maybe you're not that thinks that Lakeland gets there without making a move at QB. So that's an interesting take. I, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they get there without making that move, but I just think that they really it didn't matter what they did against. But you gotta. That's tough though because the defense, like you said, was playing so well. It's just kind of like they just warmed down and kind of with me. But yeah, coach, to your point, I don't know, and to PG point, I don't know if it's accountability from the player side. It all goes to the coach, and I don't know if there's any accountability for players at this point. And so, but so last week we had a couple of good games, couple of we had a lot of great individual performances. Um, you know, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to say it's just straight coaching, Frank. It's more to go into it than that. But I mean, Bartow and LBD have good coaches, but they're not the only good coaches in the county. It's other good coaches in the county, very good coaches. They may not win, get to the Civic Center, but it's definitely we have a lot of really good coaches in the county. I think we have above average coaches in the county. Now we do have some that probably, maybe not be the best. I don't know, but I would say we got more good ones than not good ones. And maybe I'm biased, and I don't really apologize for that. But I don't think everybody just trash. But I do think that some are better than others. It's just like anything else. You got some that are better than others. I don't mean that the ones that they're better than are not good. It's just some are, if at a higher level, do it at a higher level. So, um, last week probably we had a couple of really good, really entertaining games. Bartow was able to beat Norland in their annual back and forth, which was probably a good win for Bartow because Norland is always pretty physical, so it gave them a different thing to look at. The Santa Fe victory game was our game of the weekend. Coach, what was your take on the Santa Fe victory game? It was pretty entertaining. Victory ended up winning it by one. It was them games all are very very close now. They're very no matter what either team got, they always seem to kind of come down to the wire. So, what was your take on the Santa Fe victory game?
Um, you know what? It's what we want here in Polk County. You know what I'm saying? We want those type of games here, and I think both teams came prepared, and the people got what they want in the end. That's what we're looking for. Um, these two teams lock up every year. They're not, afraid to go around it or anything. It was interesting to hear. Um,
They only play once.
I
They
think they
played
play
twice.
again.
They played
They play
twice.
twice.
I was gonna say they need to turn that into like a rivalry.
They actually play
Yeah,
home and home. The
as
coaches
they should.
actually want that, which is a good thing. We don't
As
have that
they
a lot.
should.
We don't have that enough. So yeah, they do it. They do it
So
together.
that's gonna help their strength of schedule. They're gonna help each other, and then they get a good game where they don't have to travel for. I think Blicker did an excellent job coaching in that game. Um, I think, personally, as far as talent wise, I think Victory is a little bit better than Santa Fe, but I think Blicker did a great job game planning and having those kids prepared, and they had a chance to win it. You know what I'm saying? They really had a chance to win it. So I really expect the same thing when they play in Santa Fe in a couple weeks.
And a question that came from that game, I guess, just overall, because another entertaining game was Arbondale at Discovery, which Discovery ended up winning.
Mm-hmm.
A very, very intense game. It went down. That came down kind of to the wire too. Discovery won by like 4, I think. And so, and then, so I guess the conversation or the question is, and PG, you know, good, you on the show, so tonight you can kind of tap in. I know you don't probably know all of the kids, but so now there's a question about, or a conversation, I guess. I don't know it's a question. Who's the best guard in Polk? And so I'm just throwing some names out there that's come up. Of course, Toby, Chuck. Now you have the kid from Discovery, Barry. You got Fuller from Victory, the DJ Howard kid from Lakeland Christian.
Who's the kid that the coaches mentioned to us yesterday?
Barry from this. I mean, no, Howard, DJ Howard from Lakeland Christian. I know I'm leaving out some people, Coach, but just I'm throwing some names out there because now that has become a question. So, is it Rattery from Bartow, of course? If we're putting guards in there, we've had a good start to the season as far as the guard play. What would be your take on it? Is it still Toby and everybody else, or has that gap changed, or what's your take on that conversation or that debate about who's the best guard in Polk?
Are you asking me?
I am.
All right. So my take on it is that nobody has claimed it. So right now it changes from week to week. Nobody has consistently put together a campaign where they're saying clearly I'm the best guard in Polk.
Who was the best guard in the preseason? Toby?
I would say
preseason was Toby.
Yeah.
Toby and Tuck was kind of, but probably Toby. But yeah, preseason, yeah.
So what have they done to? Because I've been a big fan of Bartow point guard. How's he been playing?
He's been playing pretty good. He in the conversation too.
Because Bartow lost 3 guards, right? They lost 4. They lost 4 players, bro. Right?
They lost.
Battle, Silas, and then they just lose the
Wallace kid.
Wallace.
They've lost a lot, and
they
so Bartow could be seen as
playing good.
Ratter's playing really good. Yeah, he's playing pretty good. He's playing really good.
So of those 3, what have they done to not maintain their status?
I'm not saying that they hadn't maintained.
I know you're not. I'm just asking that.
I don't know if they have not.
I know where you're coming from, Coach.
I don't know if they haven't done it. I think the conversation is these other guys have jumped out have jumped out and closed the gap. So I don't know if they have done anything to lose it. It's just people have gained, I guess.
So the question I would ask on those situations when you bring up the other names, because they probably performing at a high level for their team, right? But you got a kid like that's at Bartow that's got Bartow at 9-0. So do we say he's not performing at a high level because of stat chasing? Or do you say the production that he's putting together has Bartow, who's lost 4 guys that were rotation guys off that team, and they're 9-0, and they've had some really good wins, to say that someone's better? Because he probably could go to those same teams or those kids that they're at, and not saying those kids are not playing good, but just on my point of view, he could probably go to those teams and put up quality numbers, or what we say, he's elevated. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I think the fact that he's playing so well
there and being 9-0, and y'all tell me that he's been playing really good, he's elevated his game to that level as a point guard. Victor is what, like 6-1?
6-1.
So the guy, I mean, he's maintained his level that they're winning, and then Santa Fe, of course, gonna have a hard schedule, but
I will say right now, from watching several games from Victory, I don't think Tucker's the best guard on their team.
They say the kid from Tampa is
right now.
Yeah, the kid from Tampa is.
The kid from Tampa. That's what I heard.
I'm just saying, right now.
Yeah.
We know what Tuck is capable of. You know what I'm saying?
I heard the kid from Tampa's been playing very, very good.
Very. That's my point. Like, this guy's just been playing very well, so it's not a knock. And you got, like you say, it's a strong case we made that the reason why Bartow is number one or hadn't lost his cause of how well Rather has been playing, because he has been playing.
See, I wanted to really put him at number one, but I had to be just fair to the situation.
Yeah. Well, we're doing a mid, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a mid season.
And y'all know, I after I saw him over the summer, I was sold. Yeah. But to see them lose 4 rotation guys, and y'all tell me he's been playing really well.
Yeah,
it says a lot.
And like I say, I don't think it's a knock. I don't think Toby has done anything. Toby's been playing unreal. Like the other night, Toby had like 28, 7, and 5. Like he's.
I heard he been a killer.
They probably ain't even there in the games they're in because of Toby. I don't think anybody has made an impact. He just, it's just losing some
someone
games.
Who didn't know who the kid was called me about him. I said, "Oh, that kid been the truth." They was like, "He been there?" I was like, "Yeah, that kid was there last year." They was asking, "Was he there last year with the one kid?"
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Yeah, coach." I said, "The kid is second team All State last year." I got the phone call. I said, "He was second team All. He was second or third team All State last year, right?"
13, yeah.
Third team. I said, "Yeah, he was All State last year." So it was like, really? I was like, "Yeah, he was there."
Tate such a big shadow, but and the kid, and you got to get Barry. You got to Barry, and if y'all remember me saying this at the beginning of the year, I say Barry probably will end up leading the county in scoring, because he's a scorer, right? That's what he does. And you watch that Auburndale game, and he is like relentless. And the way Discovery play, he kind of fit right into their system, because he just plugged in and did what Livingston was doing. Livingston was a scorer, and they just put Barry right in the same situation. So it's a great situation for him, because he scores, and that's what they need him to do. That's what they want him to do, and that's what he's doing. So, but like you say, Fuller has been very good, like very strong, like, and Fuller has made the loss of Quint not be. I mean, did we see Victory 6-1 legitimately outplaying Villages without Q? I mean, and Tucker not playing not being the Tucker, that we've been used to. So it's a
quality team though. If you got that kid actually came out of the shell, who probably over the summer was really trying to be more relaxed. We knew he was going to be good. We talked about him online and offline about the kid from Tampa, how good he was going to be. So now you probably don't got comfortable enough to say, like, hey, I'm here to play ball. They don't take nothing away from Tucker, but you probably just got a better basketball guard.
But like I said, I think they're a better team.
Now I will say this. Let me speak on this, because I never got a chance to it. To say that the post about the point guard for Victory being better than 5 of the guys we named, I don't agree with that.
Oh yeah.
I hadn't had a chance to respond to that. Fine fella. He's a fine fella. But the guys y'all just named, how many of them play point guard?
Man. Shout out to Mike Taylor. He's a fine fella now, brother.
How many of those guys play point guard we just talking about?
My boy Mike, man.
Most of them play point?
Yeah.
And them guys got numbers, right?
Yeah.
And see, the point guard position has changed, because now it's more about numbers, right? It's because if we talking traditional true PG, it really to me it really ain't a conversation. It's Toby and then it's a drop. Although Ratter is becoming pretty good as a true PG, but I don't think if we look at traditional true PG, it's not even a conversation. But the definition of what a guard or PG is has changed, at least in the county, maybe overall. So now the conversation has to change.
But your question was, who was the best guard in the county? I don't think, in my opinion, it hasn't been enough separation yet to clearly pick one person. I think that it will happen. I would say Toby probably has the strongest case right now because in the biggest games, he's had those particular numbers.
Toby dog.
He is, and I love watching him play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have gotten eyes on the Berry kid. That kid there is talented. You know what I'm saying? The kid from Victory, from Tampa, is talented. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Rattery play. You know what I'm saying? He's as good as advertised. He didn't have a great
all
game.
All point guards, right?
All of them point. You know what I'm saying? Even though they play a lot, some of them play off the ball too, but a lot of them handling the ball. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just early.
So Coach Fitz looking for that Jock Vaughn point guard when he named that to my 5 guys are better. 5 guys ain't better than that kid.
Yeah.
Ain't no more, Coach Fitz, ain't no more Jock Vaughns around here, man.
So, all right, man. I thought it was a good conversation.
Hey, Coach Fitz, my guy now. Like, I don't want nobody to understand.
It's not personal, bro.
We got a great relationship with Coach, especially, so I consider myself have a great relationship with Coach, but it's 5 guys better than your point guard, Coach.
Yeah.
We can sit up and have mature conversation.
No, I know it just the comments get made, and then we be quiet sometimes. I like to get on here and just keep it G. In my opinion, just my opinion. I don't know about y'all opinions, but it's 5 guys better than that guy.
Yeah, and you got to speak for your guy. Like, of course, you got to talk for your guy because I would have felt some kind of way if he didn't speak for his guy. So I definitely get it. I'm
trying to figure out why the kid from Tampa ain't the point guard.
Well, Coach, they both down the stretch against Villages. He was bringing the ball up just as much, so they kind of switch off with it. It's like down that fourth quarter, Fuller Christian had the ball most of the time.
But they got 3 people that can do that between Fuller, Tucker, and Miles. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he liked that.
Does Victory and Bartow play each other this year?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
When?
Late on, I think it's like senior night on Bartow. McGriff circle one of them games like that. So that'll be
senior night, boy. That's an insult.
Senior night is sponsor night. Yeah, yeah. I think I don't give the line on that, but I know they got him on one of them kind of nights.
Victory like that, man.
Yeah, McGriff. You know how his mindset is with that kind of stuff.
We get some people in there.
Yeah, so they do play though. But yeah, man. So we're gonna post that question on the page tomorrow to keep the conversation going. I just want to talk about it here on the show, man. Thought it'd be a good. It came up, so let's talk about it. But man, yeah, I got it right, Marlon. So senior night, we know how y'all operate over there on at the Hive.
We play Lakeland that night.
Oh yeah, I'll be a Lakeland game.
So want to say shout out, man, to Jules Bermudez. Got picked up off from Hudson Valley Community College this week from Davenport. And I also want to say congrats to Bach Academy North. Won the Polk County Middle School championship game yesterday. Future is bright in Lake Wells, but there's a lot of people in that picture they posted. Well, that's Coach, they all go to Lake Wells, boy. That's some good problems.
Is the rumor true, Coach Billy D?
What's the rumor?
The stat.
Man, I don't put no faith into that. He hadn't responded yet, so I think it's a no.
I think it's a no. That'll be big though. If he can get all them generals in that picture, they all end up at the same place.
Where that rumor come from? If y'all don't know, if you don't know,
I think it was trolling, man. To be honest.
Oh,
trying some clickbait. Well, and what's funny about that, Coach? They line it back up tomorrow. Those 2 teams, North and Bartow.
And Bartow had a lot of people in. And somebody said that earlier. I think it was Coach Seibel said that about how you build. Look at the middle school team. They got about 50, 40 kids in that Bart team picture. There's about 20 of them in Bartow picture. So
yeah, what's the key to that though?
Coaches.
No, that's the key. But what's the other plus to that? Then what's the plus to that?
That keeping them all together.
Where are they going? What all school they going to?
You know what I'm saying? If they all go to Lake Wells, and then all the other kids go to Bartow.
We got Lakeland. They got to mix them all up with 4 or 5 different schools. So
yeah, you gotta piece it together. So
that's a big plus to your program when you got all of them that's in the picture coming to your high school.
Yeah. And man, shout out to Coach Ray Davis, and I guess it's in the Fury Elite. They had they're having it right now, I think, probably still. It may be done by now, but they had an 8th grade all-star game, man. They had like 14 they put together. Future Polk County 2030, right? That'll be the class of 2030. Had an all-star game to get out there. So, for a clear ranking. So it'll be real specific as who is who coming into high school. So shout out to Ray Davis of Polk.
So we won't be ranking them anymore?
We'll be ranking them, but he just wanted to do that to give us a better idea so when we know. Because, when they coming in from middle school, they coming from everywhere. We don't necessarily know until they get in high school, but his thought was, man, we'll put them in an all-star game and let them play, line up against each other. So it'll be much more simple or easy to see who is who.
We're pretty much working together with them.
Working together, yes, sir.
All right, give me 1 second, fellas. I don't want to log off and they think I'm logging out because of that. But
yes, sir. So it was I think it got so big they had to move it to the high school, right? Because originally it was going to be at the rec, I guess, and he had so much positive feedback from it that they had to move it to the high school. So shout out to them, man, for putting that on for the kids and class of 2030. I'm sure the kids enjoyed it, man, and got a chance to go and perform. And can't wait to hear how it went. I know they was streaming live on YouTube too, so I'm going to go back and watch it on YouTube just so since it was on YouTube, I can go back and check it out and put my eyes on it because I just like to see what's out there, So when we talking about it, we talking with some sense, right? We didn't just run off at the mouth. So. All right, man. So our honor roll from last week, we had a lot of big time performances, man. So we just picked some. We're just gonna run down and we'll post tomorrow, of course. Kenny Cotton, Bartow, 19 points, 3 rebounds versus Miami Norland. We had Caden Hester from Sebring had 26 points, 2 assists versus Avon Park.
Coach, that kid can go.
He done turned into one, Coach. He was at Bartow, Coach. He done turned into
one. And I had the Bartow Sebring game, Coach. That kid can go.
He can go, Coach. He just a sophomore. That's another guard that we don't really talk about. He underrated, but we got Meso Pierpoint from Jenkins had 21 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists in that win against Lakeland Christian. DJ Howard from Lakeland Christian had 25 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals in that game against Jenkins. 2 kids from All Saints, Asher Cook had 23 points. He was 7 for 10 from the 3-point line versus Lakeland Christian.
7 for 10.
7 for 10, Coach. Josh Kopp had a double-double, 13 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. Jules Bermudez, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, 3 steals versus Sebring. Dion Drone, Coach, this might be the best 2028 kid we ain't heard of.
I've seen that kid.
Coach, one game against Tenor Rock, he had 32 points and 14 rebounds, 4 assists.
So I saw it.
And against, who was it? Kathleen, he had 31 points against Kathleen. So he averaged 30 points this week, Coach.
Who was that?
This kid, this sophomore, they got from the McKeel. I don't know where they got him from.
That's the boy that dunked on Lakeland?
No, that's Graham that dunked on Lakeland. Coach, so the kid is real deal, the drone kid?
I think so. He got a body, a nice size body. I don't know if he played football anywhere. And if he hadn't, he should. You know what I'm saying? I think he got a skill set. He shoot the 3 and everything.
So McKeel got a pretty good team then.
Yeah, better than you think, Coach. Look at the. Let me drink my drink.
I think this is Coach Twan's better team than last year. I'm not gonna
He
lie to
knocked
you.
off Lakeland.
He did.
Then Kathleen knocked them off.
They didn't have the best game that I was able to see in person.
You so petty, bro. Oh my god, you so petty.
They didn't have the best game that I seen in person. But not only the drone kid, Coach the Sam's kid is pretty good too.
Sam's kid is as advertised, Coach.
Yeah, the Sam's kid is pretty good too. You know what I'm saying?
See, even that, we ain't say the Sam's kid. We ain't talk about the freshman from Lakeland. I mean, there's some guards out there, Coach. Coach, my bad, Coach. I know he gave somebody 30. I can look at my notes, Coach Kelly. First of all, shout out to Coach Kelly, man. Coach and RJ Kelly, man, from Kathleen High School, won the HBCU National Championship yesterday. See, I'm repping my boy with my shirt on today. South Carolina State. So shout out to one of my guys from way back in the day.
Congratulations, man.
But yeah. Coach Kelly is, Coach Kelly gonna make sure ain't nobody gonna say no. Ain't no disrespect. No disrespect gonna be happening against Kathleen while Coach Kelly on the mic. Speaking of Kathleen, Jay-Sean Frederick
game is.
Say again.
I'm trying to see when the Kathleen Lakeland game is.
It's coming up. I can let you know once we get.
I just texted the group chat since both of them had don't play McKill.
Yeah, that Kathleen boy, Kathleen 6-3 right now. They getting better. That Silas pickup was a good pickup for. I gave him another body that got another kid that can score. So Jay-Sean Frederick had 19.7 rebounds, 6 assists in the win against Lake Gibson when they came back from. They was down 17 against. They was down against Lake Gibson on the road, and they was down against McKill on the road. Came back and knocked both of them off. Shout out to Coach Kenny Davis, man. Terrell Berry, we talked about that, 26 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals against Arbondale. Toby Lane had 28 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. He was 11 from 19 from the field in the 1-point loss to Victory. Joey Donahue, who is the other duo for Lakeland Christian, he had 23 points. He was 5-11 for 3, 2 steals. And Chris Kelly, Coach, this stat line might be the stat line of the week. Avon Park, 28 points, 25 rebounds against Lake Gibson. Yeah, Coach. So all those guys made it. That's what they said in, Coach. All I can go. That's what Coach said in, 28 and 25, Coach.
Amen. So that's a lot of their players, right?
Say again?
Lake Gibson lost a lot of their players, right?
They lost a lot, but I think they got them back. I think they were suspended, but they back now, I think. Don't get me the line now, but I think they back now. So that's the honor roll for the week. And I don't know if y'all saw, man, I posted the MaxPreps rankings because folks be wanting to see stuff, how we are against the state. And the way MaxPreps goes, their rankings, get me right.
Ain't you a Hurricane fan?
Get me right, Corey. Get me right, Coach Sabo. Josh
Shout out to the Hurricanes.
Okay. let me put the right stats in. So we recognize Josh Cobb for his 19 points, 23 rebounds, and 5 assists against Lake Region.
The U is back.
The U is back. I was going to let y'all have the U at the last part of the show, but you want to talk about it right now. So the U done made it into the playoffs.
The U is back.
Y'all made
10-2, but the U is back.
My bad, Coach. I'm just spelling it like it sounds. Josh Cook. Get me right, Coach. Keep me together. The U has made Notre Dame take their ball and go home. There's gonna be some more changes. It's gonna make some more changes next year because you ain't gonna play around with Notre Dame like that.
Then you saw the offensive lineman we got coming in. The 6'8" monster.
Uh-oh.
The U is back.
The U is back. All right, that was the commercial. The commercial break. The U is back. So right now, if for y'all that did not see what we posted with the MaxPreps rankings, MaxPreps will they only rank you if you've played at least 5 games. So it's like 4 of our teams that haven't played 5 games yet. So they're not ranked. But of the teams that are ranked, let me just run them down for y'all. Y'all tell me what you think. Right now, Bartow is the number 10 team in the state based off of MaxPreps. That's overall, like everybody. Victory is 26. Ridge is 39. Discovery is 61. So we got 4 teams in the top 100 in the state right now out of 676 teams.
There ain't no point in you naming nobody else that ain't even in the top 100.
I knew that's why.
Man, they don't deserve the conversation.
Okay. So based off who we got in the top 100, what's your I knew it was coming, Coach. That's why I paused and gave that
they double though, truthfully. Why are we gonna talk about somebody ranked 233 in the state?
If they want to be talked about, they got to get in the top 100. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, they got to be relevant.
Okay,
so, they're really supposed to be top 50, but we're gonna do the 100 just cause.
So if we say top 50, then that's Bartow at 10, Victory at 28, and Ridge at 39.
Yeah,
I think Ridge at 39 might be the surprise of the state. Shout out to Coach Skip, man. Shout out to his son, man. Graduated. His baby graduated from college yesterday at FAMU, man. I saw pictures of him, so I know he's proud. Me and Coach used to coach together, so
congratulations, man.
Doing a great job, man. Top 50, top 40. Ridge, did we see that, Coach?
No, not at all.
So,
man, we couldn't get Coach Skip on the show. How could we see it?
Yeah, Skip said, I don't know who I got, Coach, man. I don't know who he's going to be here. I come back in the middle of I come back once the season starts, but like, Coach, I'll go ahead on your business, Coach. We got you.
Said bump po hoops, man.
Hey, man, well, transitioning to our top 20 for the week, and I know I'll be back to y'all in a minute. So our top 20, we're going from 20 to 1. So yeah, this is the part of the show where you know they say you came in the world by yourself and you might leave out on your own. So this is my solo as TBS they say show dog. This is my show dog. I get this part by myself. So going from 20 to 1. At number 20, 2 and 3, Tenor Rock. At 19, at 2 and 5, Lake Region. At 18, 2 and 5, Jenkins. At 17, 2 and 3, Lake Wells. At 16, 4 and 4, Sebring. 15, 5 and 5. Yeah, Frank, you see how they do me? 5 and 5, Davenport. At 14, at 5 and 3, Armandale. At 13, at 2 and 2, Winter Haven. At 12, at 5 and 5, McKeel. 11, at 7 and 3, Lakeland Christian. 10, at 4 and 4, Santa Fe. 9, at 6 and 3, Kathleen. 8, at 5 and 1, All Saints. 7, at 7 and 1, Frostproof. 6, at 2 and 1, Lakeland. 5 at 8 and 1, Discovery. 4 at 7 and 0, Fort Meade. 3 at 6 and 1, Victory. 2 at 9 and 0, Ridge, and 1 at 8 and 0, Bartow. So, well, the thing about it is, Coach Sabo, y'all lost to them, but then they kind of took a loss. So I mean, y'all 5 and 1, they 7 and 3. So we kind of, we kind of factor a couple things in. So as our season goes, as stuff goes, it'll work itself out, because what we'll do is we'll factor in more stuff as it becomes available. For example, once the FHSAA playoff rankings come in, the strength of schedule comes in, we'll add that into our rankings. So stuff will change a whole lot. But like I say, that's why we showed y'all MaxPreps, because that'll be a part of the rankings too. So it'll be us, MaxPreps, the state rank playoff rankings, and strength of schedule, and that mix will give us our rankings. But right now we don't have all those metrics. But you still gotta do rankings because they're playing games, right? You're playing games, you gotta do rankings. So All right, what's your take on the what you the state hasn't come out yet, Frank. We
No,
talking
it
about
probably won't come out till that first week in
yeah,
January.
it don't come out to the first week of January. We talking about the state the FHSA rankings, not MaxPreps. We talking about the state strength of schedule because that don't come out to the first week of January. So now if you got it somewhere, we missing it. Yeah, not MaxPreps. We got MaxPreps. We just do MaxPreps like how they rank in the state, not their strength of schedule. But they use a different metric than the state does. It's crazy that they use a different metric. So we just use their state ranking, but we use FHSAA playoff rankings and their strength of schedule, and that don't come out to the 1st of January. So a lot of these rankings will change because some of these people are playing. Their strength of schedule is going to be a whole lot higher than other people. So right now, that's we telling y'all this now, and then we'll explain it because y'all gonna be like, well, how they went from number 2 to number 8, and how they went from how they got 4 losses, but because all that stuff gets factored in, and it won't make more sense to after the new year. Now you good, Frank. I know sometimes we have to explain it because people be like, y'all don't make that stuff don't make no sense. Well, that's kind of we try to do it that way to make it as legitimate as possible. So, Coach, you say it'll work itself out. That's what you said.
Yeah, coach, it'll work itself out because, like I said, let's celebrate these teams that have gotten off to a great start for sure. But when it all comes down to a strength of schedule and like head to head, I don't. Some of these teams I don't think match up, but I'm all for it right now. Giving these teams their flowers. I'm interested to see the state ratings when they come out because it's going to give us a clearer picture on where you're actually at and did you schedule the schedule that you need in order to position yourself. Because my thing is we've seen 20-win teams here in Polk not make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So did you do yourself any favors? So
We don't want you to get to the point. We don't want you to have 20 wins and miss it like we've had teams do in the past. Like we want you to, and that's the hurtest name. Man, we won 20 games and we didn't get in the playoffs. Well, it's more goal than 20.
Coach Davis winning 20 games. That's great.
Say again now.
Coach Davis winning 20 games. That's great for the program.
It is. It's great for the program. You know what I'm saying? But to counter that, will 20 wins get him in the playoffs? I don't know. I have to look at that schedule.
I vote for Coach of the Year though.
Early season.
That's valid.
Yeah. Now, to your point, Coach Ambo, I mean, this is my thing. And we go back and forth with this. I'm the lily white utopia type guy of this team because I be trying to give everybody a little pub. My co-hosts, my partners, they not always like, hey, like you started PG, like if they ain't in the top 100, they don't deserve to be, So it's a delicate balance. So I mean, the Power 5, just ranking the 5, that would probably satisfy my team, my co-hosts, my guys, my partners here. But I just try to give more people. We try to be more utopia. That be me, So it, like you said, it all work itself out. That's why we kind of do more. We put more in it as it go, but we just make sure you understand that. And I guess our point is to make sure it's more than just winning games that goes into it. That's what we're saying. So as the season goes on, when they add more stuff in the mix, that stuff starts to change. You see some teams that are maybe lower right now, they start to raise, and then it's always a question. Well, how did they? Well, that's how they got there because their strength of schedule. And that stuff means something. So we want to make sure y'all know it means something when we rank them as well.
Man, for sure. Coach Bourne say some of y'all ain't playing nobody. Okay.
Yeah, but it means that you playing well. We want to make sure you're playing well. There's some teams playing well. There's some teams that maybe that we, some surprises and they deserve to be recognized. And that's, if not us, then who, So, so this week, Coach, we got a couple games of the week. We got a couple big ones. So let's kind of talk about them. The first one is a good old rivalry game. Well, the game of the week, Coach, is Victory goes down to the City of Palms this week, if I got the schedule right, and they take on St. Thomas Aquinas in basketball. Can Victory get some get back for us for the county for what they just did to us in football and basketball? What you think?
Oh no, coach! I heard them people reloaded from their state championship team from a year ago.
That ain't what I want to hear, Coach. That ain't right. That ain't what I want to hear, Coach. No.
You
Let's
stop
go
asking me
Victory.
real questions. Stop asking me these real questions.
Oh man,
I expect Victory to go down there and compete and have an opportunity to win, but it's gonna be they're gonna have to go down there and take it.
I like Victory for the W.
They're not gonna give it to them.
Do you think that Aquinas is better than Villages?
I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. But then, Victory did play at home. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm a ride with Victory though for the win, for sure. But it's not gonna be given. That's all I'm saying. It's not gonna be given. From my understanding, St. Thomas did reload from their state championship team from a year ago.
I think I like Victory, obviously because it's us. But seeing how they played against the Villages, and like I said, a game they should have had, gives me confidence that they can go and compete and play and beat. And I don't know nothing that Aquinas has. I'll be honest with that. I don't know nothing that they got. I just know what I saw how Victory played against the Villages, and the Villages got to be like a top 5 team in the state. So that's
Villages ranked in the country, bro.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, Coach. And that's what I'm saying. So you telling me Aquinas ain't better than the Villages? I guess that's my point. And they legitimately beat the Village. They outplayed the Villages and had the game. So they ain't nowhere in the world they're gonna beat them by no 20, Frank. And I down the hill on that one. They ain't. That's yeah. I think once they get past LBD, Frank kind of get a little skewed with the county. The Villages, yeah, they ain't the Villages, Frank. They better than the Villages. That's my point. They better than the Villages. So the Villages better than them. So that's why I ain't nowhere in the world they're gonna beat Victory. Anyway, come on, Victory.
Drag out. I think it's gonna be another close game. Knockout, drag out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm praying that Coach Fitz don't come on top. Like I said, I'm taking Victory for the win. I'm just saying it's not gonna be a given.
Okay.
You talking about a state champion from a year ago and what they was 6A?
State run up. I love Victory.
I got okay. We can bet, Frank. I don't really bet, but we can bet. If you're saying about 20, we can definitely bet that.
He gave us 20 points.
Yeah, I was saying my Tuma boys. Yeah, that's what you said, bro. Yeah, I take them 20 if that's what we talking. Yeah,
I see my cash out now.
You give it 20, yeah. That's who gonna hold the money, Frank? If you give it up 20, who gonna hold the money? Anyway, I saw it, but if you saying the Queen's gonna beat Victory by 20, if you say let's bet. I'll take that one every day, twice on Sunday. So we got a couple of rivalry games this week, Coach. We got Arbondale at Winter Haven.
Like Arbondale.
In Winter Haven. Winter Haven ain't played. They normally play a lot more games at this point of the year. They only played like 4 games. They haven't played a lot.
And I don't know why. I don't know. I think they're still trying to get their chemistry things together. They got a lot of new pieces. You know what I'm saying? They're still trying to figure it out. So that's the reason why I'm taking Arbondale right now.
Gotcha. Arbondale battled back against Discovery. Discovery kind of jumped on them, and I think that environment kind of routed them a little bit. But once they kind of settled in, they got back in and gave themselves a shot. They just couldn't finish it out. So I think Arbondale got a little more. I still like don't really know what Winter Haven got, because like I said, they ain't really played. I know they got a lot of new kids, not a lot of new pieces. So it's kind of. I'm gonna check to be able to check that one out too, to get a better better idea what's going on. Another rivalry game, Haines City at Ridge. I know Haines City kind of
Ridge by 20.
I can't even finish the promo.
Nope. Ridge by 20.
That guy wouldn't even let me finish the promo, man. All right, yeah, Ridge is 9-0 and Haines City 1-7, so they go in opposite directions. But yeah, but it's a rivalry game, so you know. What about then? You know, you got Kathleen Winter Haven, Red Devils, Blue Devils. Bell, an interesting game tomorrow. If I got it right, Coach Blicker, Bell Creek at Santa Fe. He say Coach Blicker say Bell Creek. Shout out Coach Blicker having his holiday classic this weekend. So got a couple of games. Y'all go over there and check out some good basketball within the county. He say Bell Creek played St. Thomas yesterday. Wonder how that. Be interested to hear about Coach Drazerick. Coach Drazerick always do good with us here with the show. A good small school game tomorrow night. Don't turn into a rivalry game. Could be Lakeland Christian at McKeel.
I like McKeel.
It's gonna be a high scoring game. They both got some guys that's been putting up some numbers. Both of those are
McKeel long in the back though. They long. They got like a 6'7", 6'8" kid, and the other kid like 6'6".
Yeah, they got a big front line, and they pretty good at home. They got a nice little home court advantage over there.
So St. Thomas is 7-1 right now. Their only losses to Riviera Prep by 2. Like I said, Victory gonna have to go take it if they're gonna beat them people. They beat Bell Creek by 40 yesterday. Yeah, they beat Bell Creek by 40.
What the people say in church?
I think people reloaded, bro. And they said they're supposed to be pretty good.
They ain't finna beat no. Okay, Victory ain't Bell Creek, right? They ain't finna beat no Victory by no 40 or no.
No,
20.
they're not gonna beat them by 40. Like I said, I expect it to be a close game.
Yeah,
but to lose to Riviera Prep, Riviera Prep is really good.
And Coach Blicker say Victor Bell Creek have all their people, so I don't know if that would have made it won, but I don't think they would have lost by 40. Yeah, Bell Creek, I think I thought they was better than 40. Probably not a win, but they better than 40. And then you got other game.
Beat Sagemont by 4. Beat St. Andrews. They got some good wins on here.
Sagemont lost their best kid, right? Or he's still there. I thought Coach Blicker said Sagemont lost their best kid. I thought he said that earlier in the year. And then Newsom, I don't know what Newsom got, but Newsom is at Bartow this week. So those are kind of our games of interest. That's not all the games, but that's our games of interest. So we'll put those on the page as well. So the last thing, and y'all kind of got ahead on. Well, they got their best kid back. So the St. Thomas beat Sagemont with all their guys. But he's saying you saw the people. So I don't know who Frank's saying you saw somebody. He's saying you keep saying you saw somebody. So you got some inside information, I guess. So
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at St. Thomas schedule. All
right. So last thing, and Chuma talked about it a little earlier, so we'll circle back to it. This week starts this is it's football, so we jump back in football. This starts the first week of the playoffs, right? This weekend the games get started. What's y'all take on the first games? Obviously, we got 4 teams that got buys, but the first game, I know y'all got A&M. I don't know much more than that. I know that Oregon plays James Madison or somebody. They're gonna put to sleep. Dang, so I don't know. I think Victor got it. They got it. Because if Victory doesn't win, what does that say for us as the county? Because they be real selective about letting us come play in them type of events, right?
I don't think we should. I think that was a Q move and Q left.
Yeah, they got invited while Q was still here, and I'm pretty sure they got invited because they returned 90% of their team, and that's what he also looks at.
So you think that they should not have been invited since Q left?
Are they playing in the big bracket?
No, I think they playing in the showcase.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fine then. I mean, either way it go, that's good. Good look for the county.
So they good even without Q. That's what we saying.
Yes.
If they not playing the major one, yeah, the major one they get destroyed.
You think they would get destroyed without Q in the major one?
Yeah,
It depends on the matchup, who they got matched up
You think
with.
they would get destroyed with Q?
yeah.
Regardless, they would get destroyed if he played or didn't play.
In the
In
top,
the
bracket,
main.
I think they get beat by 20 easy in the top bracket.
So, and it's just hypothetical. If Victor is our best team, as a lot of people say, and they go in that type of bracket and get beat by 20.
That's a national bracket though, bro. That's not a state bracket.
So we're as a county, we're not national level right now.
We ain't been national since 2012.
2012, you said, or 20?
12. Those weren't national teams. National?
Billy D, you quiet.
National. Billy D, the last one came close to beating the national team when he lost at the buzzer.
So we haven't been.
We beat teams in the top 25. My 12 team beat top 25 team.
What other teams right here don't beat the national team?
We beat the number 2 team in the nation. That was Miller Grove at the time.
Okay, you. That's why I said since 2012. Who else don't beat a national team?
I can't answer that. I don't think so.
Not City Hall national anyway.
That is I guess beat. I guess if what's name would have shot the world. I guess when they had Columbus, they should have knocked out Columbus at the Civic Center.
Should have.
And I don't remember who or if Winter Haven won games when they was in the
lost. You lost. I mean, we ain't had a national. We had some
state. I say they beat
Don
Don Bosco in 2020, right?
Huh? All right, man. Next subject. That is the reality ain't kicking in.
That's a tough pill to swallow. Is it a tough pill to swallow? Not for you.
We ain't had no nationally ranked teams in Polk County.
I think McGriff broke it in the COVID year. I think I don't know if it was ESPN, but I know in MaxPreps he broke the top 25.
So you think McGriff team could have went down to City Pond and beat
those teams? I didn't say that.
That's all right. That's why that's my whole point of the subject. If Q was at Victory and they was playing in the City Pond major bracket, they still don't win a game. That's all I'm saying. They ain't gonna win no game in that national bracket right there, bro. We talking about the best of the best, man.
Yeah, you're not lying, and you can't hide in that.
Yeah, you can't hide in that, bro. So like that
Even
ain't.
If you end up in a loser bracket, you still playing top 25 teams. It's crazy.
We ain't had a team play in that. When the last time we had a team play in the top 8 bracket?
Winter Haven.
What happened there? Did they win a game?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
So Isaac them played and JP them played in it the year after they almost beat Columbus.
Yes, they played in the City of Palms. I want to say they were in the winners bracket, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to look it up now.
But dang, that's a damper to the show.
National, bro. That's not. We talking state. We compete with any teams in the state, bro. We said national. Come on, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. It is different. I was lucky that I was an assistant coach when we took Dominique Jones them down there, and I talked to McGriff before I took my team down there to kind of get prepared for it. But it's
They
McGriff
ain't
different.
went.
even
McGriff went. McGriff went when they had Tony Bradley, right?
Yeah, they went,
Did
but
they
they
play
didn't.
the top 8?
They was in.
Bartow
They was in
he
it when they played Tony Bradley. Yeah, I remember that.
he McGriff has went twice. He went with Jay Frog them, and he went with Tony Bradley them, and they
Yeah, I
have
remember they played against Jason Tatum when Jason Tatum gave it to him. So yeah.
never won a game in the city of Palms.
Okay, look at PG like, man, why you questioning?
Y'all got watching some old football games now, man. Y'all talking about national, man. Like, come on, man.
Hey man, dude, I'm trying to. He ruthless, man. Dude,
Yeah, man.
Hogan
Like,
in
come on,
the
state
check,
now.
my
Like,
reality check, man.
we compete with anybody in the state. Yeah, we don't have teams can compete in the state. National? Nah, man.
Yeah, I remember the Jason Tatum. I saw that footage. That's why I'm saying I know Bartow did. I remember that footage. I was sending everybody at Tatum, and he would get. It was an easy 30. It was one of them pop back in the day, pop 30s. Like man,
Marlon probably got those stats messed up. That man probably had 50. Marlon don't want to mention the 38. That man probably had 50.
I saw that footage, man. I saw that footage. Yeah, I was trying. It just was, that was some different stuff there. That was different. So, well, anywho, all right, man. So this is the last week before we go to break, man. So this is the last week for people to either get eligible or get ineligible, right? And he said he had 30. You're right. He had 38 to set the fourth quarter. So he had 30 to 3/4. But Tony had 36 though.
You lost.
Oh, they
that
said
man said the fourth quarter. That was a sausage then.
He said when Haven won one game, they lost the first game.
They won. They beat North Laurel and lost to Vashon after that.
In the top 8?
But they was in the loser bracket.
The regular one. They beat Jared McClain when they went to Duke down there. His squad. So we've had a little sprinkle. Little sprinkle. That's all I'm saying, man. Just a little sprinkle. I ain't saying we making a splash.
But even the next year when I was gone, Lake Wells had beat Paul 6 and they was top 25. So
see? Come on now. So Bradley would have been after 2012, right? And then when Haven would have been after 2012. So we done sprinkled. We done.
Yeah, you done sprinkled some wins in there.
Oh, they lost by one. My bad. But you know,
who lost by one?
They said they lost to when Haven lost to Centennial with McClain.
Yeah, they lost to Centennial for sure. I watched that game.
McClain gave it to him.
Lost by 3, 61-58.
So we've been kind of been getting it handed to us by Dukies, future Dukies.
Hey. You like that, don't you?
We're going to Duke for a reason.
Well, you like that.
Hey, man, I don't make the news, man. And sometimes the story just write itself, man. You know, that was a layup there. So, all right, man. So, once again, Coach, this week, what advice you giving before we jump off here for these? And PG, how y'all, I know y'all got the season started real early this year. Went down south and with TBS and got things going. So, what advice are y'all two guys, since y'all are both in season, as we finish up the first semester with these student athletes, and how they want to finish up this week in class, in the hallways?
Class, but you got to pray they don't get in no trouble around him.
I'm saying any advice, because they're going to listen to both y'all, because y'all living it and walking it. So some good advice for these guys.
Pray instead and stay focused. That's all I can say.
Right. And it's important who you surround yourself with. You know, sometimes you get into things because of who you're hanging with. You know, and I think too many people are focused on the end goal right now instead of focusing on the next goal. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody talking about playoffs and Final Fours and who gonna do this and who gonna do that. Just focus on tomorrow. Try to get better tomorrow, And then if you string some wins together, if I win in practice Monday, win the game Tuesday, win again in practice, just string those wins together. And then, everything else, figure out itself. But I think don't get caught up in the end goal where you lose focus on the journey for sure.
Okay. And Kappa, who you company, who you hang around. That's what
That,
your message is, PG, right?
yeah.
Focus.
I
Okay.
will say, Coach, it is a big game on the girls' side tomorrow. Haines City and Lakeland play tomorrow. They number 2 and 3 in the girls' poll, Polk County poll.
Okay.
So anybody's free. It's at Lakeland tomorrow. I think that's a huge game for the girls' side.
Lakeland girls on lost games yet?
Yes, they lost 3. I think I know they lost to Cardinal Mooney this weekend. Then they came back and beat Lakewood, but I think they don't lost 3 games.
Yeah, I think
And I
it's
think Haines
7-3. I
City
think it's
don't lost 2.
okay. So that'd be a good one. Be a good one. That's
Yeah.
good for the
I
girls
lost
county.
national games, right?
Yeah, we lost to 2 teams in California. And the Clovis West team was really, really good.
I think that's good for the county on the girls' side. That
Mhm.
is some competition outside of y'all. Obviously, we know it's been y'all for a while, and that's just been it. So, I
Coach, it's
think
gonna
that's
be game of the year on the girls' side. It's
yeah.
not even close.
I think that's a good thing that they
What?
playing each other.
It's gonna be what?
It's gonna be the game of the year on the girls' side.
Let's go Dreadnoughts.
And it's not even close. But I
You put
will
it up.
say this, condolences to Marsha Paul and Miguel. I know Coach Paul lost his mother. So,
Oh man,
Oh yeah.
you
sorry to hear.
definitely want to
Sorry
send
to hear.
prayers out to them.
Yes, sir. Pray for you, Coach Paul, for your strength.
Yes,
Both
sir.
Coach Pauls, cause Miguel coached with him too, right?
No, Miguel has his own team now. He's at Zephyr Hills Christian coaching the girls side.
Okay, okay. All right, Miguel. Getting storming the sideline. I know he's real there with his dad, so that's good deal. That's good deal.
Let's
All
go
right.
Dreadnoughts.
All right, man. Well, hey, man, like we say, man, y'all pull up, support these games, man, support these kids, man. Once again, shout out to Bach North winning the middle school championship. Shout out to Coach Davis and putting on the 8th grade All-Star game today for the class of 2030. Jules Bermudez for his offer from Hudson Valley Community College. And once again, congrats to the Lakeland Dreadnoughts football team, man, on getting to the ship. Sorry, the end result wasn't what you wanted. It is officially basketball season for everybody now.
Hey,
Everybody,
shout out to
all
myself and Coach Billy D. The U is back.
Yes, sir. Let's go. I like our chances too.
Love our chances.
okay. We gonna see. Y'all up. What y'all prime time Saturday?
Yes, sir. Let's get
All
it.
right. All right, man. Well, y'all appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Y'all have a good week, man. Till next time, Polk Hoops, we out. Y'all be safe, man.